This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. Welcome back to the fourth episode of the Euphoria review. Welcome, Nick. Me and Nick are mutual. We see. This is what I'm talking
Yes.
about. I can't.
Mutual
I can't.
friend.
I can't never start a video off.
No, you're good.
Nick and I know each other through a mutual friend, Tori, who I've been
Nice.
friends with since we were babies, literally.
I met
Um,
Tori like in high school of moving to Texas. So
you said since high school until you moved to Texas.
yeah. So I met Tori in high school. So and we became like besties, like
I know.
that.
So
Yeah.
I like seeing you through her, and I was like, I love your style. Like, I just fell in
Oh,
love with
thank
your style first and
you.
foremost, and your
Thank
personality
you.
just makes me so happy.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So I was so honored whenever you said you would do this. I was like so honored.
Really? No,
Yeah,
I was like down as hell because I love Euphoria. Like, yes, I would love to do this. This is so fun. Yeah.
me too.
So I'm ready. Let's
Okay,
go.
so we're getting into it. Let's just get into the sexuality talk, and we're gonna kind of go down the list a little bit. And
Okay,
let's
cool.
start off with Rue. So I don't want us to kind of just, we're not speculating on actual people, just to clarify
Right,
and, you know, disclaimer. So this is
right.
characters in a TV show, and we're going down a list of the characters in the TV show and what they're representing on, to us of their sexuality. So let's start off with Rue. From,
Mm.
like, what are they trying to tell us about Rue's sexuality? And we have all these labels now, so feel free to use them to explain your point.
Okay. To me, I feel like Rue is, I want to say, just bisexual
Yeah.
in a way. Like I don't like, very general, just bisexual.
Yeah.
Um, she does like, she is more tomboyish. She doesn't like, she isn't girly girly. She's not dressing up like most of all the girls. She's very chill and usually in some sweats and something, which
Yeah.
I mean that has nothing to do with it. But I mean, but also like her going from Elliot to Rue, but also this I don't know. It's I don't know. It's
Okay.
she for me she kind of plays on the lines a little bit. Like
I
she's kind
I
of confusing me a little bit.
I'm like, okay, I went down just the whole thing of, I basically just said she's asexual. Like, to me, I think she's,
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
because
yeah.
I mean, I don't I let me just put it like this. She's on drugs too much to really know. So
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
um I don't think that
Yeah.
she is really, like, she's just like whatever. She was going with
Yeah,
the
she's
flow.
probably just with whatever because she doesn't even know. Because even in this last episode, she was like, I'm too fucked up to feel anything anyways.
Yeah.
And like I was like, well, there's that. So yeah, I probably agree with you. She probably is just asexual and she just goes with the flow and like just, does whatever because she's
It's
too fucked up most
interesting
of the
though.
time. So,
It's
but yes,
interesting. It's interesting though, because
she is.
she only had like one. They showed one experience. That was when she lost her virginity, with a boy, and then I
Yeah.
guess the next experience they show is with Jules, and Jules
Mhm.
is a trans girl. I like using girl because she's a girl, you
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
and then she is dancing around with Elliot. So I'm gonna circle back around to Jules, but Rue is dancing around with Elliot,
Yeah.
and they just have this platonic kind of friendship going on, but then Jules is like, I think she has a crush on you. But what do you think about Elliot's sexuality? Because
Definitely bisexual or something because the way he was on Jules or Jewel. I like to call Jules Jewel, like Fed say. Who was Jewel? And Fed was like, who was Jewel? I call Jules Jewel. But definitely like, going back between both of them. Um, I guess we would have to see with his character because also we've only seen him for what? Oh, well, I guess the first 4 episodes, but yeah, he's been interested in Rue and then was interested in Jules. So I'm like,
He's interesting. Like, what did you think
okay.
about the scene though? The scene where they're like in the room together and
First, I thought I was like, Jules, go to hell, because not you just was upset that she made friends with him, and now you trying to get in his pants. Like, girl, go
yeah,
to hell. I'm like, yeah, like
yeah. Okay,
confusing.
look, but I was kind of happy for Jules. Like I was just a little bit happy for Jules because I don't think she really had that experience yet with a male that was like genuinely liking her for her and like
Yeah, yeah,
wanting
yeah.
to make love. You know what I mean? And not just
Well,
off her stomach.
I don't know. Can we say that? Because even in the first season, I mean, Nate was catfishing her, but like
I wouldn't. I'm not even gonna
the
count
I
him.
feel like that connection was there.
I'm not gonna count
I
him.
don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know. We're
Nate
gonna
is.
see because they're
You
gonna
give
have
it
to
to
get.
Nate.
Yeah, they have to get into Nate more because I don't know.
He's he's confusing me. Like
Yeah,
I'm so confused. Like
too.
yeah, but anyway, back to Elliot and Jules. They I don't know. Jules is she's right now. Me and her. I'm kind of like I'm watching you, girl, because I feel like she's doing it only out of jealousy because Rue got attention and she didn't get no attention. Like.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's what I think about Jules and Elliot right now.
yeah. It would be
So
kind of fucked up if she turned her phone off and Root was at home dying while they were cheating on her and stuff.
right, you want some? You over here trying to get some. Meanwhile, your whole girl is dead. Like turning the phone off. Like you knew what you was doing when you actually take a shower. Like,
Yeah,
bro, like
not
what are you
take a
doing?
shower.
Like
Like,
she's
yeah,
doing everything with intention. And then they went to go steal White Claws.
huh?
So they went to go steal White Claws.
Yeah.
I was so upset. I was like, y'all really just stole some White Claws? Like, yeah. So,
I ain't gonna lie, I was confused on that part.
like, really, some White Claws? Like, yeah, didn't understand that, but okay.
Okay, so that's Rue, Jules, and Elliot, and their threesome or love triangle or whatever you want to call it concoction.
We need more of it. I want to see how this is going to play out because I'm very curious to see, like, is Jules going to actually fall for him or is
I
she
think she
still going to be
will.
with like,
I think she
you think they're
will.
going to be like a polyamorous, like, little group, like a little,
I
you
would
know,
love to see that like depicted. I would love to see that.
yeah, that would be cute.
Yeah,
That would be really cute.
because it was so natural, like the way it happened. It was just natural,
Yeah,
like, and I would love for people to be able to see like how that happens.
right. Yeah, that would be super cute. I'm down for that. Now that would be a vibe. That would be cute. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into, I guess, the straight girls, but I kind of,
Okay.
huh?
I said,
Okay,
okay, yeah, let's do it.
so I kind of put a little, I kind of put Cassie and Maddie together, and then Kat separate because
Okay.
Kat, I feel like she has a specific story behind her sexuality because a lot of it has
Yeah,
to do with how she feels about her body, and
yeah,
she's just dating this Ethan guy that she don't like, and she kind of just picked him because she's supposed to want him, you know.
right.
But like everybody's on Twitter is like mad at her because they're like Ethan could find better than you, you know. So I don't know.
Yeah. For me, Kat is like, uh, Kat is very much so doing things based, like, like you said, off of her feelings. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't feel like the best about herself. So maybe she does play into all these, like, these situations where she is a webcam girl, or she has these fantasies to make, herself feel better about herself.
Yeah.
But to me, Kat is a bad bitch. I love Kat. Like, her
I
little
know.
outfits and everything. I'm like, yeah, she's that girl. Like, eat it
Yeah.
up. Like, I love, like, her seeing her dress up and everything. It's so cute to me. But and then she does have what's her boyfriend's name? I forgot.
Ethan, I think. I
Ethan.
said
Yes.
Ethan, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it
yeah.
was Ethan. Yeah.
One of them is something. But I think she does, like, just need to, like, go ahead and, like, kick him to the curb because she really ain't feeling him. And it's
Yeah.
not it. Like, I think she really, like, got with him only because she probably just wanted somebody, probably because she was lonely. So I guess he was just, like, there in that moment in the first
Yeah.
season, giving her what she needed, that attention and all of that. So she was like, oh, you know what? There's this guy showing me attention. I'm gonna go ahead and, be with this for a second. But now she realizes that's not it at all.
Yeah.
Like, So I'm
She's
curious to see
settling.
how she's gonna play this out because she did just say she said she was lonely, I think, in this last episode. Or like she was sad or something. But I wish they gave her more time. Like, I want to see more of Kat. Like,
Yeah.
I'm tired of her doing, like, these 5 minute, like, and then she's gone. Like, I want to see more of Kat because she's very interesting.
They're really not even showing that much of Kat and Ethan's relationship. Um,
Yeah.
but apparently there's these, I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, they were talking about how Sam and her got into it about something. Um, the writer of the
I didn't
show,
see.
yeah, like they got into it about something, and apparently, I don't know, this is like hearsay, I don't know, but apparently
Yeah.
they cut some of her scenes, or she just wasn't in a lot of scenes, some scenes, because of that. Like she wasn't even in a trailer as much and stuff. So I don't know.
That's sad. If that's true, that's sad. Like, I
She did
would hate someone
say
had to,
something
like,
though. I forgot what she said,
yeah.
but she did say something. And
Now you made me want to go on Twitter and Google it. Let me see.
if you
Because I'm
find it, let me
interested.
know.
I
Because
will send it to you.
yeah, if you find it, like we're gonna put it here in the video somewhere. So
Yeah.
I relate to Kat, and the two characters I relate to the most is Rue and Kat. So I understand Kat's sexuality, I understand Rue's sexuality. I understand Kat
Yeah.
mainly because I'm on the big side. I've been like her my whole life,
Yeah.
just up and down weight. And I've been, settled for the little guy that everybody thinks you should just
Yeah.
pick and be with. Cause like that's the best
Right.
you're gonna get, girl. Cause that's how
Yeah.
she feels. So I understand Kat's whole deal with that. Okay, and Cassie and Maddie. Um, they're pretty
Ooh.
straightforward, but
Yeah.
yeah. But um Cassie, let's just talk about the differences between them because they're both fucking Nate.
Oh
So
yeah. Yeah.
um Cassie is they're both kind of codependent in their own way. And Nate just
Very
exploits
much
that
so.
and takes advantage of it completely.
Very much so. Very much
So
so.
I don't
To
know.
me, it's like both of them, they base their personalities off their relationship. Like, the
Yeah,
relationship is like the main thing that matters the most to them, I feel like.
yeah,
So they're both, like, trying for this guy who ain't shit, who
yeah,
got a lot of shit going on in his head. And it's just like, bruh, what for? Like, get it together. Especially Cassie right now, more than anything, Cassie is doing the most. It's like, at this point, it's like desperate. It's like, sis, what are you doing? Like, it's like almost cringe at this
Oh,
point because she's doing
yeah.
so much. Like, especially like even her sister noticed it when she was like walking down the stairs in the bathing suit, and she was like, "Cassie, what are you doing?" I was like, "Please, thank you, someone call her out her bullshit, because like, what is she doing?"
Yes.
Like, I don't know. So,
I just
what
cringed
you?
like like I cringed at whenever her and Nate got in an argument and she walked down the stairs
Yeah,
and he says, "I love you." And she smiled like, oh, like girl.
yeah. Or even the argument part when they were in his room. Okay, honestly, Nate was spilling some tea. He was honestly truthful with what he was saying, some of the stuff he was saying, and then she was like, "Oh, he was like, she said something." He was like, "Well, Maddie's crazy," and then she was like, "Well, I'm crazier." Or something. I was like, girl, that's nothing to be proud about. Like, why is that something you're bragging about right now? Like, that's not it.
It was hilarious. So I'm going to find a scene and put it like here. Like it was
No,
hilarious.
please, because that was too. I was like,
because we're talking about how fucking crazy Maddie is, which you can't seem to fucking
No,
comprehend.
what you don't understand, Nate, is I am crazier.
That's not something to be fucking proud of, Cassie.
No, but it is something you should be scared of.
like, okay, yeah,
Terrible. Okay, so like Maddie, I feel is a lot stronger in her confidence than Cassie.
yes, yes,
And Maddie has this tape of Cal and Jules.
yeah.
So
She has to say,
she's the coolest character to me. Like I love
Maddie
Maddie.
is like the it girl.
Yeah.
Like she's the girl of the school. Like, so naturally she has that like confidence. Like, you have to have that confidence if you're going to be that girl. Like, she's
Yeah.
the main character of the school.
Yeah.
So
Very
to
level
me,
headed.
yes, like you got to be on top of everything if you're gonna do that. Like, even when
Yeah.
they were in the hot tub, and he said no, and she was like, no, what do you mean no? Like,
Yeah.
like that part, I was like, yeah, get on top of it, like, Maddie, because yeah, you see what's going on. Like, I love Maddie. Maddie is like, ugh. I
Yeah.
want more of her too. Like, I want like her, like I want everything of Maddie.
I
Like,
want to know
honestly,
her.
let's do away with Rue and like just bring Maddie to like the spotlight, cause Rue can go. I'm so tired of Rue. Rue is disrespectful. Rue is like just like a drug head. Like, go. Like, I'm tired of
He is
Rue. Maddie,
disrespectful.
yes, like she's very disrespectful. But
Like,
no, Maddie is like, yeah, I love Maddie. She's
yeah.
yeah. I don't know what's gay about her.
Okay,
That girl.
so I think Cassie, Maddie, and Nate have the most interesting triangle of the show. And so let's kind of get into Nate's sexuality a little bit. Because
Yes. Okay.
he's
So
interesting. Like he has a
yes,
backstory.
like I'm curious. I don't know if he's questioning himself or if he's just experimenting, like, or is he? I don't know. Like, see, I don't even know like what to call him because we haven't seen him enough to where he was like, but we do know he was fucking with Jules.
Nate, he has mental problems. And
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
think that I don't think not people with mental problems, but I don't think that people that are sociopaths, because I think he's like a
Yeah.
psychopath or a sociopath to some extent,
Yeah.
and because of how he grew up with his dad and stuff, and he has some of that narcissistic tendency, and I think that sociopaths don't have a sexuality, like to me, because
Yeah.
it's
They kind of
like
just do whatever
yeah,
just
they
for the
do
attention.
what makes them feel like there is going to get them
Yeah.
power, and it doesn't have to be
Right.
sex,
Right.
you know.
Right.
So
Right.
that's so interesting to me. I love that because I'm so interested in just those dynamics in general. I don't know
Yeah.
if you follow me or I think we do follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
The algorithm has it to the way like we don't see anybody's shit anymore.
Right.
So like I still post about sex and stuff. So this is my main subject right here. So yeah,
Love it.
Nate is an interesting character, and I hope they get more into him healing. You know, so
Yes.
I hope we get to.
For me, I think he's like, I think he's like, I don't want to say like, I don't know how to phrase it. Okay, I want to say like he's like right now. I want to say he is curious. To me, he's curious, but I think he has these outside sources of Cassie and Maddie, like kind of blocking his like
Yeah,
experimental like
yeah,
phase. Cause I'm like also he's like the it guy at the school. He's the jock, like
yeah,
so like all eyes are on him, kind of like his dad, like in the sense of like his dad, all eyes were on his dad, like being a wrestler and stuff. So
yeah.
I don't know. I want to see him be more experimental, but he's weird.
He's
Yeah, I don't think he's
weird.
weird. No, he's weird.
He's weird.
Yeah.
I'm scared of Nate.
Yeah. Nate is kind of like,
Okay, I'm gonna just back. Okay, first season, because I asked this question in the previous video, and it's gonna be touchy.
yeah,
It's gonna be a touchy question for Nate.
yeah,
When he beat that boy to a pulp,
yeah,
that scene in particular was just unclear. And not just for me, I'm not the first person. I'm pretty sure a lot of people just went behind their heads a little bit.
yeah,
Unless you've kind of been in a situation where you've been sexually abused or harassed, it probably didn't cross your mind, you know?
yeah.
So he got in the shower after he beat him to a pulp while he was on his stomach. And there's this part when he looks in the mirror at himself on top of him. And I just, looking at that part of the scene, it just is like, I feel like it has to be a part of what's going on with him. Rather, it could be a power thing that he was just on top of him.
Yeah.
Or it could be him wondering, about his
Is this
sexuality.
like yeah, like what is this for me? Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So it was very unclear. We don't really know what happened. Euphoria is really good at showing sex scenes if it did happen. So
yeah.
I'm leaning more toward that he didn't rape the guy, but
I'm so like I would hope so, but knowing Nate,
so
kind of like it's iffy with that one. Like I don't know, man. Like
I kind of want to raise awareness about this because I want them to tell us what happened. I want to know.
Like, what really
I want to know.
I want to know
because he took a shower. He could have been washing off the blood. So mainly that's most likely what could have happened. What could have went down.
Yeah.
But I'm very controversial, and I'm not going to just wipe off that that didn't happen because it happens.
Right.
Okay. It happens to men.
No, it happens all the time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his dad, Cal, is like he said, they're threatening, like he said in that scene, they're threatening to go to the police and tell them that you fuck little kids. So it's a touchy show, but I'm glad because we have to talk about it. There's this sugar daddy going around, messing with these high school, come on,
young girls,
let's
young
talk about
boys,
it.
both of them. Promise them, I'll give you all of this, like did you get all this if you do stuff for me? And then you might be thinking one thing, and then they trying to do another thing.
Yeah.
And now you're sitting here like, what's going on? Like,
yeah,
I didn't agree with this. Like, it's stuff that happens like a lot, and it can happen so quick and so fast that you might not even realize what just happened. Like,
oh my god, it's so sad. Like, it just irks my soul when people, like if something's wrong with you, if you think that anybody below the age, I raised the bar to 21, but anybody below the age of 18 can make a decision like that, you know, in a healthy way, you know, without being manipulated. It's a power thing. It's a control thing. So
no, literally, it's a power thing.
Yeah.
It's a power thing.
So what's up with Cal? Because for him, it's a power thing because he wants to take his power back from his family, who he blamed everything for and talked to with his dick hanging out. So what is up with Cal?
Cal is now like realizing he's tired of faking who he is, I think. And granted, he went about it in a fucked up way because he was drunk. Like, you know, granted, if he was sober, maybe he could have had this discussion with his family, but it happened the way it happened. He realizes he's tired of hiding who he is, and it's just like time for him to, like, you know, to be who he is. Because I don't know if you caught this, but in that episode when they were showing young Cal, did you catch, like, she purposely, like, trapped him? Like, did you see that? I don't know if you saw that, but it was when they were walking back. They were walking back onto the mat, and then his girlfriend was in the audience, and she kind of like looked at the other guy, and she was like, and then she kind of just sat there and studied how they were like, were wrestling with each other, and then the next second it was like, oh, I'm pregnant. Like, if you go back and watch that scene and watch that part, you'll realize and you'll be like, oh, she really did trap him, like, you know. So I feel like he's like kind of at the point like now he's just like over it all, but also he does have like some fucked up shit going in his head too, because sir, why are you out here messing with little kids and recording it? Like, what's your drama? What's going on with you? Like, I need to know. Like, I don't know, but
it's the part
I secretly like Daddy Cal. I call him Daddy Cal. I secretly like Daddy Cal.
Okay, like Cal, I'm so glad he had his moment. Okay.
Yeah.
And going back to what you were saying about his wife who trapped him.
Yeah, like go back and watch, you'll see. I think that's why she was very much so nonchalant when he was like going off, because she knew the whole time. Like,
I'm trying to find, Marsha is her name. I personally would like to see more of Marsha's sexuality because they aren't showing. I know she's not a main character, but
yeah, I don't really care for her. Like,
she's part of. Okay, personally, I just want to see hers, and I want to see more of Cassie's mother's sexuality. Cassie's mom, I need to see her backstory.
Ooh.
What is
because she's divorced, right?
Huh?
She's divorced, right? Or were they never together?
I don't know.
She was divorced, I think. I can't remember.
But
I would like to see that too.
She's fucked up. Her name is Suze. So I need to see more of her character because she was getting down at the party like more than everybody else.
Yeah, she was. No, she had me. I was like, okay, like. Also, wait, let's get into another thing real quick. That Cal went to their house and then was basically kind of like, you know, questioning the girls.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you really gonna let him talk to them like that, like inside your house? Like,
yeah.
What?
I wonder that about that.
Yeah, like, that tripped me out. I was like, what is y'all's dynamic for you to be okay with this man talking to your kids like this?
So who do you want to see more of as far as their portrayal of sexuality?
I want to see more of Elliot. I want to see more of Elliot. I want to see more of Kat. And maybe we can, I don't know. Nate, definitely. Nate, I want to see more of Nate because I feel like we only get to see him with the girls and we kind of like, you know, got left with like, you know, him like exploring in season 1. So more of Nate. And who else? to see Rue's mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
They
want to
showed the
see
dating
Rue's
scene.
mom.
They showed a dating
Yes.
scene.
And they showed like the kind of connection between her spot, like I guess her what do they call them? Not sponsors. Is it sponsor? Or like the guy like you like talk to in like the
Yeah.
meeting.
Oh,
Yeah, like that
I
they
said
had like kind of
Ali.
connection. Ali, yeah, Ali. So I want to see like Ali and the mom because that was kind of like a a little thing that I thought would maybe develop into something. So
Hmm.
hopefully they show more of that.
Okay, so let's get to these last couple of questions. And
Okay, cute.
this is my last question. Basically, it's what do you think about labels? Are they misrepresented in the show? And are some labels not represented at all that should be? So basically just labels.
Labels for me. Okay, for me personally, I'm kind of like I don't really care for labels.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like you are what you are. Like, it's really nobody's like, oh, like
Business. Yeah.
or like business. Like, why? Like, But I think you said, well, what was the first part of the question? Was are they
It was
miss?
3 questions. So it's a general.
Yeah, I was like, wait. The first one was what I think, and I was like, okay, yeah. The second one was, are they all shown in the show? That's a no. I want to say no,
Yeah.
but then I'm like,
Well, are the ones they do have like misrepresented anyway?
ooh.
Like, cause I feel like Jules would be the main one that would be hard to represent, but Euphoria, they've shown how they were really good with working with the characters and their personal
Right,
experiences and bringing that.
right,
So they're really good
right.
at that. So I think that's what makes the show good in the first place. And really,
Right. So I think they are kind of like doing a good job of showing like, the different
yeah.
like, sexualities. So I will say that in that sense, I guess they are showing like, what they need to show. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then it was what was the last part of that question? Because I totally blanked.
Oh, that was it. That was it. It was just a general question, but I just worded it bad.
Okay.
Okay, you're froze like on your smile and it's real pretty and everything, but I will start trying to end the video. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
you're back.
shit.
You're
Okay.
back. So
I was just gonna see.
okay, let's just piece it out. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, because I don't know why this is like it's not working, but
It was, but we did. It was so great. Thank you so much.
No, thank you
I think he said thank you so much.
so much for this. This is so fun. Like I love this.
I hope to have you back
So,
soon.
Thank you
It's
so
gonna be
much.
more episodes. So this is kind of just practice and it's fun.
And just keep freezing.
Yeah, it's freaking bad. So all right, you guys. See you in the next episode.
Oh, now it wants to come back. Wow.
I wasn't sure. Okay. Bye.
This is too much.
Okay.